around the room. You have to know how many people really love you.
None.
Two. I mean, the truth of it is, when we had a meeting, we were outside. We're here because you're picking up the bill. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is not X-rated. You can bring the kids back in the room. This is going to be no problem. So, when the ladies got together trying to think of what we're going to give you as a birthday present, we know you pretty well, and we know that probably anything we give you, we're either going to return it, or you're going to give it to somebody else, or you're going to stick it in the drawer and you're never going to use it anyway. So we thought, okay, let's find something that is just Bart, only Bart, and we decided to look at your astrological chart.
Oh.
So that we could pick out something that was truly you, something that was absolutely you. And it's not your fault that you're where you are. The stars have determined it, we found out. So we had to begin with the actual facts. And you were born on April 17th, 1941. And under the zodiac sign, you're an Aries, the ram. Any other Aries? Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Round number 3. Can I see that?
So with that in mind, Mary Ann and Nancy and I each went home to our computers and we started to research an Aries man. What is he like? We made our lists. We met again a couple of days later, sat down, we started comparing notes. And it only took a few minutes for us to figure out you were probably switched at birth because you're not like any Aries man we've ever met. Definitely not. But we weren't going to stop there. We decided, oh no, we can't do that because that would mean we'd have to go out and buy him a gift and that's going to be too hard. So let's first try to find some other Aries men that we all know. And the first guy we came up with was Russell Crowe. You know Russell Crowe, the gladiator. And we figured, that suits you. You're a gladiator. I mean, you've had some really bad health issues the past couple of years. You would fight to the death if you think you're right, especially if money's involved. You're not going to let anybody. I mean, the truth of it is we were planning a golf tournament for the Italian club that had to be canceled because of the pandemic. And when I called the hole-in-one people to tell them to cancel and send our money back, they withheld $42 for shipping and handling fees. Not only he went crazy, got on the phone, tortured this guy on the other end. Did you ever get the money back? No. Poor guy. I'm so glad I wasn't on the other end of that phone call. So the next guy we found was Robert Downey Jr. He's an Aries like you.
Oh, wow.
And he's the Iron Man. And you're the Iron Man. You're a tough guy. We know that you've been through a lot and you've come out of it. But the one Aries guy that we think you most identify with, you most channel, Marlon Brando. Okay? Remember the wild one, the motorcycle movie? Well, who hasn't seen you pedaling your ass all over Mirasol on your bicycle? Is that the truth? Are you not the wild one? So, other general characteristics of the Aries man. They're stubborn, they require lots of attention, but they're easily bored. Agreed? Agreed? Agreed. Okay, we know that. We all know that. You're also supposed to be movers and shakers who love to dazzle people with your moves on the dance floor. I don't know that I've ever seen that. But Sylvia, you gotta let us know. That happens. We need to look. Some other prominent characteristics of Aries. You're very particular about your attire, according to your chart. Our research says that you're most comfortable in combat clothes. You know, leather. You might have a secret closet in your house that's all leather. I don't know.
On a motorcycle.
Yeah, and you love vivid colors like red because when you walk in a room, you want to make sure everybody sees you. Absolutely. You only wear a black suit with a white shirt. Never, never, never jewelry. It's never going to happen. Well, we started to laugh like crazy when we thought about this because all we had ever experienced is you in your hospital socks with your sandals and your golf shorts and the shirt hanging out. So that's the Aries guy that you are, definitely. You also are the person that gives the orders all the time, like all the other Aries people. This was a no-brainer. The minute he ran into anybody who recently moved into Mirasol, he told you gotta get the chicken in Whole Foods. You gotta get the pastries in Doris. You gotta drive all the way to US 1 to the fish truck to buy your fish. A million directives on what you should do, but it never ended there because he told you what time of day to go to avoid the long lines and to avoid the traffic on PGA. So that's Bart, and we're happy to have him that way. Aries, both men and women, love to do things with their heads, hair, hats, clips, bandanas, whatever they're going to do. In your case, it's all about your hair. So we had to get you something.
We got you.
a bunch of
But I see you beat. Where is that one?
By the way, Bart,
And they're red.
We hope you like the colors.
yeah, the 1970s called and the Grateful Dead want their hair back. So because Aries men, and John alluded to this before, are the sign of fire, you're supposed to be hot, hot, hot. Possessing a kind of bravado that oozes raw sexuality.
What's so funny about
Yeah, I see that. I see that. You're supposed to demonstrate a certain confidence with energetic saunter, a wry smile, and the double entendre that draws women to you. You think so? I don't know about the double entendre. You never have a problem saying what's on your mind, so you don't have to double talk anybody. But we all know what your favorite word is.
Press the button.
Whoa! What's it do?
It says bullshit. That's right. That's his favorite word. No matter what you tell him, that's the first word comes out of his mouth.
You can keep that.
As a parent and a husband, Aries men are devoted to their wives and their kids, and they'll do anything to keep them safe and happy. Agreed? Absolutely. I think you hit the mark on that one. But a quiet night at home for any Aries is not ideal under any circumstances. Instead, your stars have suggested that we should try taking you out to a loud, raucous concert or ringside seats at a Mexican wrestling match or a bullfight. Really? It was a challenge just to get you to come here tonight to dinner. So. But you do have tickets to the Kravis, so we're going to give you points on that. Our research taught us that if you want to buy an Aries guy a gift, and believe me, this was a nightmare for us, you should think about skydiving lessons, martial arts classes, or a surprise vacation someplace you've never been before. Wrong. Okay. You would also love the gift of a pocket knife or some kind of sports equipment. You also appreciate designer or name brand and flamboyant clothing. But in the end, because you're an Aries and because you're our Bart, you really only want to feel like you matter. And therefore, will appreciate anything that shows you that whatever you got lots of thought and that it was meant for you and you alone. So we hope our being here tonight satisfies that for you and shows you just how special you are to all of us. But we mostly hope that we're not going to get emails tomorrow telling us how we could have done it better. So to you, our favorite and most lovable pain in the ass,